Visceral leishmaniasis, a neglected tropical disease, or NTD for short, is a fatal unless treated. Parasitic NTD caused by protists from the genus Leishmania. It is the second most lethal parasitic NTD, and humans pay the heavy burden of over 30,000 deaths every year.
No human vaccine is presently available, and its control relies mainly on chemotherapy. A range of compounds are claimed to be effective against the parasite. However, they have important limitations, such as their low efficacy, toxicity, and secondary adverse effects observed. To make matters worse, resistant Leishmania strains have been reported in endemic areas.
The development of more effective, less toxic, and affordable drugs to treat the disease is a priority, but getting a new drug is not an easy task, and it involves the coordinated effort of many professionals, from organic chemists to medical doctors. Progress of candidates along the drug discovery and development pipeline requires the use of experimental animal models before being tested in humans.
El ratón es un modelo valioso para el estudio de la infección por Leishmania. Disponemos de estirpes refractarias y estirpes sensibles a la infección. Es un modelo de bajo coste, es un animal de fácil manejo y fácil estabulación. Además, permite obtener resultados reproducibles. Sin embargo, la leishmaniosis visceral murina generalmente es de corta duración y además es autocurativa, con lo cual el modelo no es el mejor para el estudio de la leishmaniosis visceral.
Despite the comparative advantage of hamster model for research on visceral Leishmania species, from immunology to experimental chemotherapy, this rodent is employed less frequently. Besides the scarcity of reagents, price, and housing requirements, its anatomical peculiarities make sampling and experimental infections technically challenging.
Experimental models should mimic the course of natural visceral leishmaniasis, including progression of the disease, immune response, biodistribution and metabolism of drugs, and their anti-leishmanial efficacy. No ideal model exists, and several surrogate species have been tested, among them mice, hamsters, dogs, and non-human primates.
Syrian hamster is an advanced rodent model of visceral leishmaniasis. It is highly receptive for both Leishmania donovani and Leishmania infantum. Moreover, target organs affected are the same found in natural visceral leishmaniasis. Infections are slow progressing and long lasting, this giving a picture closer to the disease in humans and dogs.